Okay, so now we will build our example, our lab, which will be the upcoming. Okay, let's see. Establish, this will be lab number 1. We will establish a connection, a network between two devices, two computers. Okay, the computer is available downside, we will talk about it. Okay, down there we will establish a network between two computers, and to connect two computers together we will use a switch. Okay, so the first thing, any device in the world that needs to talk needs an IP address, and any device in the world that needs to receive or talk will also need an IP address. A switch is called a layer 2 technology, which is a device that serves you by default once you take it out of the box and power it on. So connecting two computers together will require us to assign an IP address to computer number 1, an IP address to computer number 2, and that's it. They will talk to each other, share information directly. Network will be established together without any configuration needed on the switch. Okay, so to become real live, we will start testing. Okay, so first we will go to the end devices, which are the clients, and this is a normal PC. I will do one click, come to wherever place I need. So this is a click, I have my PC, and then again this is a click for this other PC. This is first. Secondly, we will go to network devices, switches. This is the layer 2 switch, the ordinary classic switch that will be enough for my job without any need to configure it. Okay, so this is the switch. The final thing that I need is connection. Either I use the straight through or the coaxial connection, connection. I use the automatic connection to avoid losing time. Okay, so one click on the computer, another click in here. So let's grab this way. Fast Ethernet 0 on my computer is now connected to Fast Ethernet 01 in the switch. Repeat it again for the other computer to be connected to the switch. Now I have Fast Ethernet 02 on my switch connected to Fast Ethernet 0. Two colors are seen here, which are the green, that means this port is up and running, no problem, and the orange color in the switch, which means the port is now processing. The port of the switch is now processing until it becomes green. Also, if I don't want to wait, I will press the fast forward. This will skip like 10-30 seconds forward and show me what will the device behave after 30 seconds, which is what we have reached now. That is the up and running state. So let me do them in this way. Okay, so this is PC number 0 and PC number 1 connected to my switch. This way would be better. Okay, maybe I can take this. No, that should be enough. Okay, now I should take it back to what interfaces are available. Fast Ethernet 01 is available, Fast Ethernet 03 is available, Fast Ethernet 02 is not available, it's connected to other computer. I will reconnect it again to this one. What I have did, I believe, is what just to touch the cable, this method, maybe. Okay, I believe it's on the blue, yes, it's the orange or the green color that I have. Click and hold on it. Okay, just put it back, drag it to the switch, release your click again, and it would ask for the port name. I can choose whatever port I want. These are gigabit Ethernet. You remember, the speed must be matched between two devices. We have talked about this in the layer 1 troubles. So in case this computer is a fast Ethernet port, it has a fast Ethernet port which comes with the 100 megabits per second speed. So I must connect it to a fast Ethernet port of these ports, whatever port I would like, not the gigabit Ethernet, because gigabit Ethernet has a 1000 megabit per second speed, which will be speed mismatch. Again, we'll choose Fast Ethernet 01. I will fast forward. Now everything is green, up and running. I have done this. You know, until now, Cisco switch needs no configuration to be applied. Okay, so I will configure only some IP addresses for this one, for these computers. Okay, so I believe we can add some text for us to remember what do we need. View the command, show the workspace, view ports. These are some command, copy and paste, activity wizard. Maybe in these ports are some drawing. This is a note. Okay, so I'll one click on the note and click on the place of the note. We will use the network subnet of, you remember, term subnet refers to an IP address with its subnet mask. So we will use a private IP address, of course, that is 192.168.1.0. This is the network ID, you should know this, and /24, this is the subnet mask. Okay, and that is enough. So now I have my note. Sorry. Okay, let's go back to the selection. I can grab my note in whatever place I would like and press here. Okay, so let me take these drawings away and let me use the zoom in command. I will use it to maximize the zoom and bring this topology, drag it in this way. I hope so far this is clear to you. Okay, this is PC1. PC0 is not preferred to be called PC0. Let's make it PC2, and this is switch. Make it only a switch. Doesn't has a number because you have only this switch in here. Okay, so no configuration applied on the switch. How to apply IP addresses on each computer? Just do a click. Okay, should be enough. This is a case. This is a computer. This is a personal computer. This is a case. This is a floppy disk. I turned off accidentally, so I need to turn on again. Okay, just turn on again. This is emulating every behavior in the real life of the devices. Now this CD drive, this floppy disk, if you remember floppy disks, okay, I can configure it using this interface. I can configure it using this interface. Okay, so these are the available configurations that can be applied to a network, to a computer. What I need is the IP configuration. Okay, so we can configure an IP address and the subnet mask. Okay, so as an IP address, my IP configuration can be applied either statically, which is by default used, or by DHCP. Leave this for chapter 4. So for now we will only use the static. Okay, so my IP address will be, maybe you know the network ID. Let's be more precise about this. My network ID was, no, please, the pen, this one. My computer was in here, and then this pen. Okay, 192.168.1.0. it has a subnet mask of 24. Then it will give me 256 minus 2, that will be 254. We have talked about all these examples and methods in the previous IPv4 videos. I have 245 valid IP addresses starting from 192.168.1.1 and reaching to 1.1.254. Okay, so choose whatever two IP addresses that you would like to these two computers. Okay, so for the first computer I will choose 192.168.1.1, and for the subnet mask, which IP address has no idea about it, because previously in the 90s 192.168 was a class C sub IP address, so automatically it will generate a subnet mask of /24 for it, and /24 we have a specific video about how to rewrite it in the decimal form of 2.255.255.255.0. So that is enough for PC number 1 to be configured. For PC number 2 we have to use or assign a different IP address, never a duplicated IP address, which will be 192.168.1.2. okay, it will automatically become a class C and gives subnet 24 for it. Okay, like exit again. Now these two devices, both of them have IP addresses. I can do this using a node so I never forget it. It has 192.168.1.2 for this computer, and it has here I believe, note, yes, 192.168.1.1. okay, that should be enough. This one on this computer, the other one in here, and this one which is .0 and has a subnet mask. This refers to the network. So these two computers right now do have IP addresses. No configuration should be applied on the switch. If I was talking correctly, then PC number 1 should, PC number 2 should ping to PC number 1. Two computers could now use one of IP parameters tools we have talked about in the IP parameter video, which is the tool ping. The tool ping is used just to check if the opposite side is alive, working, up and running, and can reply me back. So one of these two computers that you would like to choose, I click on this computer. You know, in that previous video we talked about, in the Microsoft Windows or any other Windows, you will need the terminal window to do to apply the ping command. Okay, so we will now need the terminal. Okay, this is the configuration of the terminal. We will need the command prompt. Then this is a Microsoft Windows emulated. Okay, what you have here, I will enter multiple times. I can do my commands just like a normal computer. I'm in PC2, so I have the IP address of 192.168.1.1. I need to check ping if the other computer that has the IP address of 192.168.1.2 is alive. Now I will press enter. I have received a reply, 2, 3, 4 replies from that other computer. It's a reply from the IP address that I wanted to check. This is the size of the reply. The time it took is about 2 milliseconds. After that it decreased because negotiation is completed. This is the TTL, which is by default comes 128. Okay, so I have sent 4 packets. Okay, received all of them. The lost, none has been lost 0. I have checked that these computers are up and running. They can see each other. So this is a network established. Okay, this is so far how to establish a lab. Okay, so for now, this is what we have needed for lab number 1. Okay, just some extra informations and views in case you were curious. How does this switch looks like and what happens inside it? Just one click will show you the real switch in the real life. This is how switches look like. Okay, this is how switches looks like. I think I can zoom in and extend the window. This is the maximum zoom in that I'm allowed in. Okay, I will take a print screen. I don't think print screen will be enough. Okay, I'll use one of my tools. Okay, so in case this was showing clearly, this is the front of my switch. This is how really exactly switches look, Cisco switches do look like. This is how a 929, what was it? This 2960 switch looks like in the real life. This is the mode button of the switch. These are 24 fast Ethernet interfaces, 2 gigabit interfaces on the side. Okay, even make this much bigger. I will go to the configuration. I can configure all the interfaces separately. This is not a correct method to do it. Always jump to the CLI. In the CLI you will see this. Okay, so now we will start talking about the Cisco Ios system. Every single Cisco device, once you connect your computer to it, log into the CLI, which is the command line interface. Okay, now you are in the iOS command line interface, and we will start the upcoming. So this is how, keep pressing enter to clear the screen. Okay, so this is how my Cisco device starts itself when it's out of the box. So firstly, what you are noticing is the word switch with the symbol of bigger than beside it. Whenever you see whatever command, whatever name, doesn't matter the name, whenever you see the symbol of bigger than, then you should know that you are in the user mode. So this is one of the first three main modes. This is the first one, which is called the user mode. Okay, in the user mode you can do almost nothing. Okay, it's only just to log in. You will find yourself in the user mode. In case you wanted to start navigating this device and knowing what is happening inside the switch, what does it gives to me, okay, we need to jump to the next mode, which is called the privilege mode. And to do so, I will simply type enable. Okay, only I will type enable and I press enter. Now the symbols change. Okay, so this is the second mode. Where is my mouse? Someone took my mouse, please. Okay, so after the user mode, I will type enable, hit enter. I will be then transform to another mode which has the hash symbol. This mode is called the privilege mode. Okay, so this is the second mode. In the privilege mode, I can show everything that is related inside this device. Okay, so let's just take these nodes away. I don't think I can zoom even more, but I can do one other thing. Okay, so let's delete the nodes. They are already mentioned in the slides. Hide my switch. I believe options, preferences, font, the size of the font inside the CLI. Let's make it 16. Apply, exit. I will go back to my switch. Click again. Now it's a bit bigger. Okay, this should be clear to you. In case this is not clear font, please let me know in the comment and I will make it even bigger. Okay, for only just to preview it. Okay, so in the second mode I have the hash, which is called the, let's do this is called the privilege mode. Okay, in the privilege mode I can do show whatever I like, any show command. I can do ping for other devices. I can do trace route, is trace route. Okay, a lot of other functions can be applied inside the privilege mode. So privilege mode is only to check, only to view, only to see, only to navigate, just for information to know. For privilege mode is never to configure the switch, or to configure the Cisco device, your Cisco device. You can change nothing in the behavior or the programmability of the device in the privilege mode. Okay, so what do you do to jump to the other mode that will make you configure? Okay, so I will type then the command, which is configure terminal. Configure terminal. What I have actually done right now, I did not type configure terminal totally all the words. I have just typed CONF, which is conf, and I will press the tab button on my keyboard. It automatically will complete the word, so I will just have to give the first 2, 3, or 4 letters will be enough, and the iOS system will automatically generate the length, the rest of the word. Okay, so after that T may be enough and press tab. Yes, configure terminal has automatically been written. I will press enter. Now what do we have? We have switch and config and the hash. This means I have jumped to the third mode and the most important mode, that is called, this is the third main mode, that is called the global configuration mode. In this mode I can configure whatever I like in my device, and one of these things that I will configure right now is that I will change the name to the switch, okay, to another name so I can recognize it in the future which switch is that. So I will type host name I will type tab. I just write it host, which is host. Clicking tab on my keyboard will automatically complete the command. Okay, so host name, this is the first thing, and write whatever name would you like to. I will call it the triple I 1 2 3, 3 I's in capital for the name of our channel. Hit enter and you can see the magic. Okay, so the third switch, the name switch of this device, has been changed to be called triple I. After that, we are still in the config mode. We have only changed our name and the name is now triple I. To save this change that happened, in case you haven't saved the change or your device and it had a restart, a power reset, then you will lose all the previous configuration. So to save your configuration, I will type the command, which is copy the running configuration, which is running right now in the switch, to the, let's do a tab in here. Okay, I'm sorry, this will be applied in the privilege mode, it's not in the config mode. So I have finished my configuration. I'm no longer needing to configure any other thing, but I wish to save my config. So I need to exit from this mode back to the privilege mode, because the saving command should be applied in the config mode. And in order to exit a mode, you can just type exit, enter, another enter. Now I'm back to the hash, which is the privilege mode. Okay, so that took me back, just typing exit or Ctrl+C. Okay, so to go back from a mode to another, either you type exit or a Ctrl+C in Microsoft Windows. Okay, now after this, I am in the privilege mode. I wish to save my configuration, so I will copy, run, tab, the running config that is running right now in the switch to the start configuration of the next time. So whenever a switch or whenever a Cisco device restarts, it will start in the next time with the running configuration that is running and applying right now. Press enter. The destination file name will be startup config, because this is the first time I configure a switch. This is out of the box. I can change the name or just hit enter. Building the config, okay, and now I have saved my device. Okay, so I have operated a switch, only change its name, doesn't need any configuration. Mostly switches do not need configuration, because they just switch your network and make it grow bigger. Connected to computers, assign IP addresses from the same network domain to these two computers. Check it, verify, check it and verify my connection using the ping command. Okay, and it's verified. After this, I just wanted to see how the switch works. I change its name, do some configuration commands. I have saved my commands, and now I can reboot my switch just to check if the next time my switch got rebooted, will it have the same config of this name or will it be lost. So I will type reboot, hit enter, translate rebooting. Why? I'm sorry, this is another command. Fast forward. Okay, because this translating will be stuck because I have written a wrong command. Okay, it is a reload, it's not a reboot. I'm sorry. To reboot a switch, you should type reload, enter. You do really confirm to proceed with the reload. Yes please. So everything is now down, because this is what connects everything is down. So we will wait for the switch to work again, and it did work. Now press return, which is enter, and enter back to the user mode again, and until my two ports are up and running. Let me fast forward. They are up and running, and this is the end of my first lab. Okay, we will have tens of labs in the upcoming videos and slides, and whatever lab you would like to do it and test it together, please comment below in our videos. Tell me whatever lab and case and scenario you would like to test and you would like to apply and configure and verify. Please like our video, share it and subscribe it. Subscribe our channel and ask for anything in the comments down below. This is the end of chapter 1. I hope it has been informative so far and so long for you after all this speech and work together. Okay, anything unclear, please comment it down below in the videos. Ask for anything please. On the upcoming videos, we will start with chapter 2, which is all about switches, switching, and their world. Okay, so thank you for following so far, and we will meet again in the upcoming videos. Bye bye.